We've received reports of a large mass of raptures heading towards the entrance to the Ark. If they keep their current pace, they'll arrive in 3 days.
We'll have to intercept. Anything about them that we should pay particular attention to?
No. The group consists entirely of older models, and we've only detected 2 colossal raptures in their midst.
Noted. Then let's hurry and finish them off.
When are we planning on leaving?
In 1 hour. Everyone get ready.
Might thou not be somewhat hasty in making this decision? 'Twas but yesterday we were engaged in a formidable skirmish.
To be exact, we've had successive battlefield engagements for 2 weeks straight.
It can't be helped. It's been 2 months since humanity accepted defeat and evacuated to the Ark. The migration was organized in secret, but the Raptors somehow caught on to our plan. Might I remind you all how many times the Raptors have laid siege to the Ark's entrance? 212 times, and that's only based on official reports.
Actually, Commander, it's 221.
Either way, these creatures are trying everything in their power to breach the entrance. That's why we're moving all of our forces towards the Ark entrance. We cannot afford to lose this position. I know moving out so soon seems rash, but if we don't move quickly, it could mean extinction for all of mankind. The other teams are doing everything they can to hold them back, but it's not enough. They need us. The Goddess Squad. The Goddesses of Victory.
I understand. Perchance I was somewhat hasty in my rapprochement.
I'll get ready.
What about Rapunzel and Snow White?
They're off in their own worlds, as usual.
Can you bring them here?
Rapunzel,
Yes?
get ready. We're moving out.
Again?
Yes.
Understood.
How's the research coming along?
Intermittently, but I've figured out the basic principles. The so-called corruption contaminates the nanomachines in our brains and twists our mindset into that of raptures. You could consider it a form of warped hypnosis. If you're not familiar with the concept of hypnosis, it's when...
That's fine. You can tell me about it later. I just want to know if there's a cure.
In theory, before the corruption spreads too far, all you should have to do is remove the nanomachines. Unfortunately, that's easier said than done. The United Forces of Humanity, or the central government rather, and the VTC are proposing only one solution. Immediate and total destruction of the brain. There is a temporary solution that we're calling cryogenic sleep, but its efficacy remains in question. If only Red Hood were here. She was able to maintain control of her senses for all that time.
Yes, but such cases are exceedingly rare.
That's putting it mildly. So far, Red Hood has been the only one. I never saw a case like hers, where she was able to stave off the effects for so long.
You speak about her as if she's already dead. She could still be alive.
Oh, I wish that were true. When she left, she was nearing the end already. Before she walked away, I made a promise. I told her that I would cure her no matter what. But when she left, I couldn't stop her. I couldn't say for certain that I would cure her. My so-called promise was just a feeble attempt to get her to stay. It's something I regret dearly, and will until the day I die. So now I've got to do everything I can to find a cure. I have no idea how long it may take. But one day, I will find a way to rid us of this corruption.
I hope you do.
Speak of the devil? How are you holding up? I know you and Red Hood weren't on the best terms, but...
Me? I'm regretting it. I should have shot her. If I'd known she would have chosen to die a horrible death all alone, I would have done it. I'd have pushed through the tears and pulled the trigger. I've regretted it every day since she left.
I knew you felt for her.
Kneel before my mighty firepower! Why don't they just develop something like an infinite magazine? Nothing can stand against my firepower!
Snow White.
Hey! Could you take a look at this? I was inspired by lances for this piece. I designed it for firing at point-blank range. It can also be fired from vast distances. And if you're really in a jam, it can operate as a projectile or a stabbing weapon.
Amazing.
Would you like to try it out? I think it'd really suit you.
'Tis most impressive, but my blade shall suffice.
Are you sure? Too bad.
In 1 hour's time, we shall march.
Okay. How many are we up against this time?
Save for their forces being massive, including 2 colossal raptors amongst their ranks, I know but scant information.
Alright, then I'll take this and this.
The anti-ship rifles appear to have fallen into disuse. Pray tell, is it due to the memories that they stir within you?
Yes. They always paired well with Red Hood's arsenal.
You still loathe her?
Yes.
Surely thou ought to have forgiven her by now?
What does it matter even if I did? She's dead. She abandoned her comrades. I'll never forgive her for that. Let's go.
Very well.
Oh, for crying out loud! What is it now? Well, it's officially kaput. First my body, now the cassette player. Seems like everything's breaking down on me. I think I might have to abandon the hitchhiking plan. Should have figured as much. What with the evacuation and all. Everything's a mess right now. Still, it's a bit far to hoof it. And on top of that, I haven't got a clue what I'll encounter along the way. What to do?
What in the world are you doing here?
I'm hitchhiking.
Where to?
Depends on where you're headed.
I'm going to the Ark entrance.
Perfect. Any chance you could give me a lift?
Have you got a ticket? You can't enter the Ark without a winning ticket.
Oh no. I don't want to head inside the Ark. I've just got some business to take care of along that route. I'll get off before you get there, so can you give me a ride?
Sure.
Oh, and also, you don't happen to have any painkillers, do you? The strong stuff they use for Nikke's?